Incredibly frustrating loss for the Denver Nuggets today, 127-126. And y'all, just like an ex that won't leave you alone, the non-Jokic minutes come back to absolutely haunt the Denver Nuggets today versus the Orlando Magic, despite the fact that Nikola Jokic has 34, 21, and 12 and was a plus 16. Excuse me, a plus 16. Plus 16 in the game. They lose because they were a minus 17 when he sat today. No Cam Johnson, no Aaron Gordon, no Christian Brown, and you felt it like crazy. The Nuggets, they lose. We gotta get into it, y'all. Let's do it. The Denver Nuggets lose to the Orlando Magic in a very winnable game, 127-126. And we're yet again in another place where the Nuggets blow another 17-point lead in this game. Jokic goes to the bench twice in the first run. The Nuggets, I want to say they were a -7 in the first stint. And the second stint that Jokic went to the bench, the Nuggets were a -10. And then they expected that when he and Murray came back into the game, they would just be able to stabilize the lead. No problem. You can stop the run. The Magic get up 6. The Nuggets fight back. The Magic get up. The Nuggets fight back. The Nuggets get up. The Nuggets get to the free throw line. By the way, they lost because of their bench today. So I want to make that very clear. The Denver Nuggets lost this game because of the bench unit was completely trash. But on the other end, the thing that also really hampered them today is David Adelman had to use both of his challenges today, both of them. One of them was on Jokic, clearly on the broadcast at least, getting pushed in the back by Wendell Carter Jr. They don't call the foul. Wendell gets the rebound. Spencer Jones fouls him. David Chattel challenges it. They win the review easily because clearly he got pushed in the back. He makes the free throw. Okay, back on the other end. They got a jump ball. Nuggets down 1 with like 22 seconds left or so. The Nuggets then get in a situation where they get the jump ball going. Wendell very clearly grabs Nikola Jokic's arm. Jokic grabs his. The ref stopped the play, call a foul on Jokic. David Adelman calls a timeout, review it. The refs review it. They look and say, damn, actually, Wendell Carter Jr., you fouled him. And now, therefore, Jokic gets the free throw. So Jokic gets the free throws to put the Denver Nuggets up. And then right on the other end, so there's 2 challenges gone. Then on the next possession, Desmond Bane gets the ball, tries to drive by Bruce Brown. Bruce is guarding here, throws his body into Bruce Bane, falls, throws it up underhand, free throws. He makes both of them. And now on the other end, Anthony Black and somebody else, they are guarding the out-of-bounds pass very well. Jokic barely gets it, passes it to Jamal, tried to get a pick and roll. Again, I'm willing to bet y'all good money. I saw in the replay when they're going to do the last 2-minute report, Jamal Murray goes to do a sweep through. Desmond Bane makes contact right here on Jamal. Jamal gets hit on the wrist. The ball flies up. They lose 4 seconds off the shot clock. Jamal then gets into a situation, gets a nice mid-range look. Same thing with Peyton Watson, in and out. The Orlando Magic win the game. Now, the biggest reason they lost, y'all, it is, I don't care what nobody, I truly don't care what anybody has to say. It is a dereliction of duty to be a -17 in the non-Jokic minutes. It's literally unfathomable. I don't care what you're missing. You can't do that. Now, again, the second unit that the Denver Nuggets went to start the fourth quarter, it was Jalen Pickett, Julian Strawther, Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr., and then it was Jonas Valanciunas. So in the second unit, they went on the Magic went on a 18-8 run. An 18-8 run in the fourth quarter to start things off because they just couldn't find any offense at all. whatsoever. So then the Magic storm back. Jokic comes back into the game. And again, like I said, what happens is in the first stint, it was cool. Jokic left, and they come back in the second quarter. The Magic had went on a 14-4 run. Jokic was in up one in the first half. So this is second quarter. He got in up one. The Nuggets were -7 in those minutes. So they were able to fix it. They went on a 14-3 run in 3 minutes and 34 seconds. They went on an 18-5 run to close the second quarter. And they had a 64-58 lead. So Jokic was able to do that with Jamal in the first half, and it's like, cool, bet. But what happens is if you keep spamming that button, as we saw all last year, is that you get to a situation where the other team now is completely hot. And so you expect that Jokic comes in the game, all right, stop it and go score at will. And they don't. So now you're 22-9. And then now the Nuggets are sitting in a situation where even with Jokic in the game, they're going on a 27-12 run. But again, the Nuggets are able to get back into the game. They go on a 13-6 run when they were down 6. Jokic gets a post score, 15-6 run. And then, like I said, Jokic got the challenge that one free throw. Jamal Murray got 2 on a drive, no call, mind you. And then Denver wins another challenge. Jokic gets the game-winning free throw, or so you thought. And then, like I said, Bane gets the call. And then here we are, game is whatever. So it's frustrating. By the way, I want to make sure to note this. Look, this is definitely a part of it. Like, when you lose this many guys, it's really hard to find a competent bench. I want to say that because I think that's important to acknowledge. That's obviously going to be an issue. By the way, because of today's game included, Jokic now has 8, 30, 20, and 10 games. 8 of them. 8, 30, and 20, 10 games now. That's the most since the merger. So, for sure, like, it's really difficult, obviously, I think, for any Nuggets fan, when you lose this kind of a game. When you're in a situation where your best player goes crazy like that, he's completely dominating the scoring, completely dominating from the rebounding standpoint, the playmaking and stuff is there. I thought Jamal Murray, for the most part, had a good game today. It wasn't the game you had normally been getting from him, but again, 9 of 21 from the field, it is what it is. Sometimes you're going to miss those shots. That last one was a really good look that he's made many times before. Jamal Murray, though, the reason why I'm also saying it's not on him, he had 24, 5, and 3 today. The Nuggets were a +6 in his minutes. The Nuggets were a +11 in the Peyton Watson minutes. The Nuggets were a +8 in the Spencer Jones minutes. That's not the issue. The issue is that when Jonas Valanciunas came in the game, they were -17. When Julian Strawther came in the game, -13. Bruce Brown, -7 until the only minutes he won was the one he was with Jokic. So they're running into a lot of issues, man. Like, they don't have the athletes. They don't have the wings, and that's coming back to bite them. In the Timberwolves game, it did. They just won. It did in the Dallas game, and in this game versus the Magic. And at some point in time, they just kept getting momentum. They kept getting momentum in the second half. Again, I think the Magic shot 60% plus, maybe 65 in the second half. It's really difficult to beat teams when you can't stop them at all. And so what's frustrating is the Nuggets lose this game. This was an opportunity for them to get a win, I think. Despite the fact that they're dealing with all the injuries and stuff that they're dealing with. They should have won this game. They should have. There's no excuse for it. And I just don't think also, like I said, the Nuggets were 20-30 free throw line today. They got a lot of those free throws in the second half and in the fourth quarter. The Nuggets Orlando was 25 of 37 from the free throw line today. They got 37 free throws, just couldn't make. Jokic missed 1 free throw. And then I want to say, who was it that missed their free throws? Julian Strawther missed 1 and Bruce Brown missed 1. That's it. Everybody else made all their free throws. Anthony Black, crazy game today, 38 points. I got no complaint. He made 7 threes today. That obviously ended up being the difference. But what can't continue to happen is that the team falls apart. With that, I'm sorry, that's just not excusable. And again, a +16 from your best player is just something, I mean, you can't deal with that. Like, that's crazy. You can't be that good in those minutes and not close the game out. I don't care who you're missing. Like, these are NBA players. This is an NBA team. That's what I'm saying. You have to be able to close that job out. So it's really frustrating, man. Like, these are the ones that matter at the end of the year for you getting 62, 61 wins. Just crazy. It's just crazy, man. Like, watching this kind of game unfold and watching the possessions unfold, and the defense, like I said, is just not able to hold itself down and sustain itself. It's just not there. So it's really frustrating. Obviously, you want to get that win, but again, it's hard to win these games on the road sometimes. I get it. It's not going to be perfect. I understand. I'm with it. But I'm telling you, man, like, watching this team fall out of order so often, it's just crazy. Yeah, I agree. At Bulls, Mavs game, Magic game, shoot, the Portland Trailblazers game. Yeah, that's 4 losses right there, man. And again, this is the big thing. So I want to note this right here because, John, you brought up a really great point here. And I want to make sure I respect my super chats too. AR Jolins, sorry, Desmond Bain tripped. We couldn't challenge it. He looked like he tripped. That's a tough call to reverse, but like that's a crazy call to reward. It's like clear flip and like throw the ball up towards the basket, and that's how you win the game. I think they're going to win 60 games this year. I'm not panicking or anything like that. Like, they're 22-9. Let's see, 22-9 currently. They are on pace for 58 wins, but they're going to get their guys back on this road trip, so I do expect it's going to even out some. But definitely frustrating losing games like this. But yeah, man, like, I think the issue is, I noted this in my notes. So at the start of the fourth quarter, in the first 1 minute and 55 seconds of the fourth quarter, listen to this. In the first 1 minute and 55 seconds of the fourth quarter, the Nuggets had 5 fouls that put the Magic in the bonus the rest of the way. The rest of the way. Why is that important? Because I think that if those foul calls were legit on Denver, I think the ones that were called late were crazy. Those 5 fouls were legit, but let me tell you why. They went with Jonas, Tim Hardaway, Bruce, Jalen, and Pickett. They had 4 small players out there with Valanciunas. And Valanciunas, for whatever reason, pushed Jonathan Isaac out of bounds on a rebound. That was just a completely unnecessary foul. They got 5 fouls in 2 minutes. That, to me, was one of the biggest mistakes. Like, that's where Zeke, and I know a lot of people call for Deron Holmes. I don't know what Holmes looks like. Like, I don't know how well he's going to play in the NBA. He does need to get some run over the stretch, obviously. But Zeke, Najee, and Deron Holmes, they got to play in these lineups. Like, why are you going so small versus P5, Jonathan Isaac, and Tristan Da Silva? These dudes are 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". Why would you go small? It doesn't, like, for me, it's just like, what? And it's not even like those are dead-eye shooters. Valanciunas and Jonas, Julian Strawther and Bruce Brown are dead-eye shooters. Like, are you trying to spread the ball around? Like, what? I don't know. Like, what's the strategy there, David Adam? I wouldn't have went small. I don't think you can go small. I don't think you can go small. So I get it. That part was frustrating. And like I said, man, the bench being this bad, it's just not excusable. Now, the Nuggets got 19 points off their bench today. But the Magic on the other end, they got 24, 29, 31. They got 35 points off the bench today. The starters, Wendell Carter Jr. was a minus 18 in this game. Paolo Banchero, minus 11 in this game with 12 points. They were getting obliterated. So, yeah, man, it's definitely frustrating. But, like, this is kind of what happens when you don't have your wings. Yeah, man, it definitely is frustrating, man. Like I'm sitting here like this is probably the fourth or fifth loss this year that I'm just kind of like, you just can't have it. You got to be able to win. You got to be able to get those wins. I just don't think that you can be in these situations, man. That's frustrating, man. And at some point, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it can't just be that you gotta. It can't just be that like, oh, you're missing starters. You can't stagger your second unit. These are grown adults in the NBA making money, bro. You gotta play. You have to play. It's that simple. You have to play. So I don't know, man. Like they're gonna have to figure a lot of stuff out. Like they really are gonna have to figure out just like how they're supposed to play, what they're supposed to do, the lineup, what they're supposed to look like. But like you got to be able to like know, like you're playing versus a big wing team, don't go small. If you're a second unit player, don't turn the ball over. Like playing Bruce Brown against Paulo Banchero, I'm sitting here just like Paulo was not good today. Why are you playing small versus big wings? They ran they ran a split action at the top of the key. Let me get to that play. Toward the end of the fourth quarter, the Magic were on a 27-12 run. Jokic just went to the free throw line. The Magic ran a split action, I believe, with Tristan Da Silva and Paulo Banchero with it was Peyton Watson and it was Tim Hardaway Jr. And they both went with Paulo because they didn't want Tim Hardaway to switch on P5. I'm just like, okay, P5 ain't cooking. And you got big help behind you. Just go ahead and play it. But then they left Tristan open, wide open for a three. And I'm just sitting here like, bruh. Then the next time they ran the split action. They just twisted. They got to stop. Why would you leave him wide open? Tim Hardaway was great again today, y'all. Like, he's having a phenomenal year, man. That's simple. Like, I don't know where they would be without him. He had 20 points. He was 4-12 from three. That's fine. I don't have any. Peyton Watson had 15 points, y'all, today. 5 rebounds, 2 steals. He was a plus 11. Spencer Jones, 14 points, 3 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds and 3 assists, 3 blocks, plus 8. Tim Hardaway was a -1 only because he played with that sorry second unit. All the starters were damn near, and not just in the plus, but egregious plus. And Jamal Murray was a +6. The only reason he dropped because he had to try to stabilize the second unit. You can't do that. You can't just you can't just stop playing basketball because you're missing dudes. -17 is ridiculous, y'all. I'm sorry. But again, I feel good about Anthony Black. 38 points. He looks just like what I thought he would look. But just, man, like, crazy. Crazy. Man, go beat. Like, just anyway, bro. Like, just frustrating, man. Definitely, I thought the Nuggets should have won. They definitely, you can't lose your minutes that badly. That simple, man. Jokic 34, 21, and 12, bro. Like, what are we doing? At a +16 and you lose? 34, 21, and 12 and a steal and you +16 and you lose? Like, what is the bench unit doing? Oh, it's crazy, y'all. But y'all know what time it is. Swipe a game. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all my folk. Love y'all.